you guys for reading this. An eerie stillness hung over the tree-studded grounds of Iolani Palace. No bird sang, no leaf rustled as the molten sun slid silently down the western sky.
Hey, babe, hand me that apple juice jug.
Love you.
Almost forgot. Love you more, baby.
One by one, the old men came. Some were bent like gnarled trees. Others showed astonishingly youthful faces, despite their advanced ages. Tall and erect, they held themselves while their years were suspended. Most walked alone across the palace's crisp green lawns. A few were accompanied. In many hands could be seen a kaula hipu'u, the treasure ball of Olana cord. And my apologies if I'm pronouncing this Hawaiian wrong. Nodded at intervals and fingered as a memory device on which were preserved facts and knowledge handed down for generations by word of mouth. They were the kahuna, and they came to Honolulu to keep a rendezvous with the reigning king. Retainers waiting to admit them to the palace grew fearful and nervous as they noticed the blood-red flash in the eyes of some of these unusual visitors. When all were finally gathered inside the king's residence, and the heavy doors were locked with a snap of metal latches, while trusted guardsmen moved to take up their post solemnly on the either side of the doorway. This was one of many meetings the kahuna had with King Kalākaua during the late 1880s. In the face of severe missionary antagonism, he called together the few remaining kahuna from all the Hawaiian islands for periodic gatherings. Previously, they had met in secret on the neighbor islands, but now the king, ignoring the displeasure of the misfortune, openly invited them to Honolulu. Kahuna ku ha'u, the historians, Kahuna lapa'u, the healers, Kahuna nana uli, the famous weather forecasters from the Big Island, and all other branches of this ancient order were summoned by Kalākaua to pool their knowledge, while Hawaiian secretaries faithfully recorded every word. During this period of the 1880s, King Kalākaua established the Board of Genealogists of the Hawaiian Chiefs and the Royal Genealogical Society, which is limited to members who could prove their noble ancestry by producing authenticated written genealogies and name chants. This book deep, gang. At this time, the Kumu Lipu, the Hawaiian chant of creation, was also documented, although some scholars claim it was previously recorded in writings as early as 1856. In this epic poem, the kahuna described the creation of the earth and the gods and all living things and gave an account of a great flood. Finally, they recited the genealogies of 800 generations of Hawaiian chiefs stretching back to the time of Umi Aliloa, from whom King Kalākaua claimed descendant. The king was proud of this documented chant, and his people considered it one of the strongest hereditary claims to the throne of Hawaii. On the other hand, the king's enemies accused him of hitching his wagon to a star, or trying to establish his divine origin by recording genealogical tables. A Hawaiian language newspaper edited by one Kauainui and operated by enemies of the monarchy printed by far the wildest story. Kalākaua is not Hawaiian at all, but the son of a Negro barber. The fact that John Blossom, the Negro father referred to, had arrived in the islands when Kalākaua was already a boy of 14. Years later, a repentant Kauainui crawled to the king of Iolani Palace and confessed that he had taken a bribe to print the story. A witness to the confession, Lock Kamea Lane. Wanted to kill Kawanui immediately, but the king restrained his friend and forgave the offender, telling him that he understood and thanking him for coming. During a month's summer visit to Hawaii, an eminent German and anthropologist, Adolf Bastian, borrowed the king's precious manuscript of the Kumulipu, the greatest human document known to mankind, and included excerpts of his work, Die Heilige Seizure de Polynesia. Toom, you're not getting out right now. Hold up. Wait for mommy to come back. Meanwhile, in Honolulu, the learned professor W.D. Alexander, the son of a missionary and a spokesman for the good of the community, referred to the Kumulipu as vile, obscene, and irregulars. Other focal enemies of the king chimed in with their dedication to wipe out all things Polynesian. During the periodic meetings of the kahuna at Iolani Palace, appointed spies faithfully recorded the name of every visitor and their comings and goings to the king's residence. And the imaginations... Hey, stop! Mommy's coming back in a second. Stop it.